The movement must continue. See, we let it go to sleep. This movement's got to be woke up again.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Lounite Unite Louisville, the show here at the Plug Network Online, the source for change. I'm Farron Kia, the CEO and founder of Love Thy Belly LLC, the premier body positive organization right here in the city of Louisville, committed to the representation of fat and large bodies in multimedia forms. I have a very special guest with me today, Ashley Dabney, founder and CEO of Accelerating Hills, bringing together social emotional learning and hiking experiences for one mission. Hi, Ashley.
Hi, Farron. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for coming on the show. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I'm Ashley. I met Farron at Youth Spiritus, where I've worked since 2009. And that's where a lot of my background had kind of started from. Working with youth is my passion. And so I've been training in safe crisis management and in Boys Town. So I have a lot of background in behavior management. And so in all things in life, I kind of wrap around that piece of social and emotional learning. So when I began hiking, it was natural for me to just find ways to apply what I was experiencing on the trails to everyday life experiences. I currently now work at JCPS as a safety administrator, where that position is new and just started in 2022, this school year. And so I have 21 schools now.
Oh, wow.
And they keep me busy, very busy. And there's just always a need for the social and emotional learning. So that's kind of a little bit about my background, where I picked up from.
So for people who don't know what social emotional learning is, what does that mean? Because a lot of people might say SEL, so they might see that sometimes.
So SEL, social and emotional learning. There's 5 main components to social and emotional learning. The first one being about yourself. So you have self-management and self-awareness. And the next 2 pieces are going to be more social interactions, so social interactions and relationship skills. And then the last piece is going to be responsible decision making. So those 5 big components make up the heart of social and emotional learning.
And I've noticed that schools have had maybe like an uptick in implementing SEL or social emotional learning in kind of embedded into their curriculum. What does that look like?
And so what it looks like is it's more so focused on those social interactions and how you have to be aware of yourself and how you're handling your emotions when you're in a school setting, and that you can take those skills at home as well. So how they embed it is they actually go in and teach some of those skills. Some schools do it daily, some schools do it weekly. Just kind of depends on how the curriculum is set up. There's several different curriculums out there right now. A popular one people use is Second Steps. Okay. And so it just kind of walks through maybe some role playing, gives you some definitions, gives you something to work with, so that when you're having peer interactions or conflict, that they can go to those social and emotional learning pieces and apply that in the moment and be able to work through that and move on. Without kind of tackling those pieces, it can put a hinder on learning. So we have to get the social piece in place so the kids are aware of themselves, aware of their interactions, so that they can be ready to learn.
Do you feel like 2020, with that being such a kind of like tumultuous year for a lot of people, hard year for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel like SEL and social emotional learning kind of have, like, the reason why that increase might be a lot to do with having those like less social interactions with people?
Absolutely. As everyone knows, we were isolated. So the social interactions were very few and limited. And so for several kids, especially in the elementary world, they missed out on those key initial interactions like kindergarten and first grade. So they started that at home, where they were supposed to learn those type of interactions in the virtual world. And we did take away a lot of good things from the virtual world, but that social piece is what definitely hit hard on us. And so we've seen a huge impact when we came back, just interacting, having a conversation. Kids were struggling with doing that. Definitely dealing with their emotions because they were at home with working parents. So, you might have had maybe a little bit more grace or a little less grace depending on your home life, but there was no real structured teaching to that in most cases for some of our youth. So
Yeah.
I think it's been important to have it be embedded into the curriculum because, again, it will stop all other learning if I'm sitting here angry and refusing to listen to you.
Yeah.
So, yes, I think it's been great to embed that.
Do you feel like maybe with that isolation, people were like getting out more, maybe like being in nature more? Did you do that yourself? Because you said
I did.
was that kind of started for you in 2020 or?
Hiking started for me in 2021. So right as we were kind of getting outside. So I did not catch COVID until 2021. And so I immediately canceled my gym membership. I was ready to do full isolation like I was supposed to be doing. And so I also joined a women's fitness group, YJ21. And so we went on some hikes. And then I was like in charge of some of the hikes. And so I started creating these little lessons to go along with them. Just kind of make it fun because some people are scared of hiking. Hiking is definitely a beautiful experience all around. Being in nature, just being grounded, it's been a huge blessing in my life. So,
do you remember your first hike?
I do remember my first hike.
What was that experience like?
It was scary. It was in Jefferson Memorial Forest. It was a very, I would say, advanced trail that I did for the first time.
Okay.
And it was also rewarding. So at the end of that, I was like, wow, this was a huge accomplishment. I'm not your typical outdoor person.
Oh, really?
No. And so a little bit about me is I'm a Pisces. So some of me likes to be outdoors, but not like outdoors.
Not
outdoors.
too far. Like not in the forest. On a trail, but not in the forest.
In the forest. And so finding that good balance out there. So I was able to walk through, see some good scenery, get some good fresh air, and be one in nature, and then finish that trail and go home back into my indoors. So
what was your initial thought before you embarked on your first trail?
My initial thought was, can't we just like walk the bridge?
Can we be in the city but outside?
Can we be in the city but outside? It's got to be more bugs in Jefferson Memorial Forest than it is downtown.
Okay, that's fair.
But along with that, just bugs, period. It's not my thing. So I was a little nervous about how I would handle. I layered up and I did fine.
Really?
And there was some bugs out there, but you focus so much on the trail and the scenery that it just kind of takes you into your own moment.
What was it like walk us through your experience during the trail and during the hike?
During the trail. So you start in an incline on this particular trail. So it was like, what did I sign up for? So I'm pushing through, and I had took a yoga class, and the yoga instructor had said, if you can control your breathing, you can control your life.
Ooh.
And I literally
say that again.
If you can control your breathing, you can control your life.
Okay.
And when I say I repeated that on that trail, just focusing on taking my breaths in and being purposeful and blowing it out. And then just kind of just taking a look around nature. Because again, I'm not always outside like that. So it was a new experience for me as well, just being in that type of setting. So then when we walked it went to a lake, which was a serene view. And then we circled back around to where we started, and it all came full circle. It was an amazing experience.
So literally and figuratively full circle.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that experience with us, Ashley. We'll be right back with a little more from Ashley Dabney and Accelerating Hills after these commercials.
June 17th, 2023, Louisville Urban League and Future Ancestors invite you to the Norton Sports and Learning Complex for the Race for Justice. A call for justice for Breonna Taylor and raise funds for social justice organizations. The event is jam-packed with speakers, food, entertainment, and booths from social justice partners. Be sure to go to futureancestors502.org for all information and updates. The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you and stay plugged in.
Hi, welcome back. If you're just joining us, I'm your host, Farron Kia, the host of Lounite, Unite Louisville, on the Plug Network Online, the source for change. I have with me my guest, Ashley Dabney, the founder and CEO of Accelerating Hills. Ashley, so we left off you talking a little bit to us about your experience with hiking, and so why you've embedded social emotional learning into hiking, because you said that helps you with your day-to-day life.
Day-to-day. And so the big piece is taking hiking experiences and applying them to everyday life experiences. So my favorite example to use is taking it one step at a time. And so on a hike, you know that if you know how long the miles are, you know, we're not focused on it. It's going to be a 3-mile hike. We're focused on one step at a time. And being able to apply that in day-to-day life with a task that you might have coming up or a goal that you've set, kind of helping to balance some of that anxiety that you might have around getting there by taking it one step at a time.
Oh, so literally, you'll take it one step at a time.
One step at a time.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So I know you recently just had your pre-launch for Accelerating Hills. Tell us a little bit about how that was.
Okay, so on June the 3rd, I went out with Black Girls Conquer All, that is founded by Portia Ellis. And we went out with a group of ladies to Tioga Falls. It's one of my favorite trails. More so in the spring when it rains a lot because it makes the fall be really beautiful. So if you've not been out there.
Oh, I have.
Yes.
I love Tioga.
And so we went out there, we did the Serene Life path that I offer, which focused on self-management. So we looked at the 7 skills of self-management, and the 3 that we really honed in on were time management, stress management, and self-motivation. And so we start off just with a quick overview of what that's gonna look like during our hike. We then journeyed on through our trail, and we talked through some of those pieces as we went. Tying in some of the time management piece with time in our hike and what we wanted to be able to take pictures and stuff when we got there, but still make our goal. We talked about self-motivation. So there are some of those tough hills. It's not all hills, but there are some hills, so talking yourself
Okay,
through.
but there's some pretty steep inclines going on.
It's just about 2 steep inclines, and then it's pretty flat. And then it's a beautiful scene when you get there.
Yeah, but some inclines, no joke.
Yeah, there are no jokes. So we did talk about stress management. So we talked through that. We did some breathing exercises. So there's all kind of different breathing techniques, which was new to me. I was like, oh, there's like counts and stuff. So I've incorporated some of those different techniques in as we talk about stress management. And then we went back down to the tent and we did some giveaways and all that good stuff. And so I was excited to do that. Portia and I actually went to high school together.
Aww.
And so I try to support her in all her events that she's doing a great, amazing job just providing those spaces for Black women. And so whenever I can support, I can. So when she asked to do a hike, I was like, yes, this is actually before my lunch. So we're going to make this the pre-lunch.
Come on, collaboration.
And I would love to do it with you. And so we did that. And it worked out really well.
Collaboration over competition. Everybody. That's what we're doing. So do you have any other future collaborations that you're thinking about doing? I'm
going to do another collaboration with her soon in July. Those details are to come really soon.
Okay,
Look out for those. Right now, I am a part of the summer camp of Sowing Seeds. We're one of their enrichment programs. We see a group of kids on Wednesdays in the afternoon, K through 8th grade. It's been a great experience. This is our 2nd week that we just finished up. And so they're getting a little bit of walking feel because we're not on an actual hiking trail, but we're outside and we're in nature and we're walking. And then they also are getting those social and emotional lessons. So we do a little bit of walking, and then we tie in one of those 5 components. And so we just finished up Serene Life, where we focused the first 2 weeks on self-management and self-awareness. So we'll go into Show the Love, which is a path that focuses on social interactions and relationship skills.
Oh, wow. So it sounds like you've been working with a lot of different age groups. You had K through 8, and then also for your pre-launch, you had, sounds like maybe older women.
Older women.
Teen. Do you feel like SEL or social emotional learning is specific to an age group?
No.
Does like a specific age group need it more than others?
I don't think so. So the slogan for my company is "There's a path for everyone," and I actually mean that. I mean, if you are not an outdoors person, we can hike indoors. I did a hike indoors this morning on my Peloton. I love it. So the social and emotional piece to it can be taught on all ages, all levels, all gender. I had a guy tell me, I thought it was just for women. It's not just for women. It's literally for everybody. And so it can be taught at different levels for everybody. So when I'm talking to my kinders, it's not nearly the same as when we're talking to the 8th grade kids.
Yes.
And so that does look completely different. Even when I'm in a workshop with women, that looks different as well, because they have some life experiences that we can actually apply some of those things to, where those kids are going to be being more proactive, so that when they get to those experiences, they kind of can be prepared.
You said your slogan is path for everybody.
There's a path for everyone.
So if I'm someone, or not even necessarily me, but someone in general who might feel like the name Accelerating Hills makes me feel like something that I might not be able to get over, right? It's a hill or something I might not feel comfortable enough approaching. What's kind of your approach to someone who might feel like that?
I like to tell everyone that we do beginner levels, we do flat paths, we do pavement, so that you don't have to be on a dirt trail, you don't have to be in the woods, we do indoor. It's literally a path for everyone. I had someone reach out.
Bugs.
The bugs! I did have someone reach out about a nursing home being involved. I was like, absolutely. We can cater it. It is so flexible to cater to the needs of everyone. So I'm excited to do different groups and just learn and see what that looks like, what those needs are. We kind of have the kids kind of covered. I was networking today, so we're going to hopefully do a high school group in July.
Oh, wow.
And then I'm looking for some men. I need to get some men out here on these hiking trails. I know that y'all hike.
Okay.
And so I'm looking forward to doing some of that.
So you feel like maybe you might need like a more man representative that might be able to kind of connect you.
Maybe connect.
July 8th, Louisville, I know there is an all men's event happening. So everyone's welcome, but it's an event put on by a bunch of different male-led groups here in Louisville. So maybe we can kind of get you in July 8th. We'll get you in there so you can
please
show off your shirt.
Yes.
Which, by the way, tell us a little bit about this Juneteenth shirt right here.
Yes. So today I was invited to U of L. They had a red and black on the green Juneteenth event with a free luncheon, and then they had Black business for vendors. So it was an awesome opportunity. I got to network and connect with a lot of people. My Juneteenth shirt was made here by Carrington Brents, and she does all of my personal designs. If I do large bulk, I might outsource that to also another local company, Action Logos. But on my personal prints, like I'll say, hey girl, I need some Juneteenth shirts. And she's like, okay. And then she puts my logo on the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
get into it.
She gets me together. And she's been printing my shirts for over a year now, because I also have a book club. And so she printed all my shirts for that. So.
Oh, you're busy.
And I've already emailed, I texted her today, and it was like, hey girl, I'm ready for some more shirts.
So you just booked and busy.
Booked and busy.
So we have all these demographics that we're about to hit.
Yes.
And even more. Stay tuned in, because Ashley's going to tell us about what Accelerating Hills actually has coming up.
June 17th, 2023, Louisville Urban League and Future Ancestors invite you to the Norton Sports and Learning Complex for the Race for Justice, a call for justice for Breonna Taylor and raise funds for social justice organizations. The event is jam-packed with speakers, food, entertainment, and booths from social justice partners. Be sure to go to futureancestors502.org for all information and updates. The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you, and stay plugged in.
Now, Ashley, I know you had your pre-launch on June 3rd for Accelerating Hills. So what do you have coming up?
So I have my rescheduled launch coming up. So I invite everyone out to Iroquois Park next Wednesday, June 21st, 6 p.m. You can find my tent near the play area, but please come on out. It was originally going to be a hike for the 502 Black Business Week, offering a 50% discount. It is to be a free event now because it is now moved to my launch party. Thank you, rain on Sunday, which we needed. We needed the rain. So
It's been a little hot in the city.
I am not mad. So we just rolled with the punches there. And so the first hour will be the party from 6 to 7. And then I will do a full walk of Iroquois Park for anyone that wants to join from 7 to 8. and it will be a free event. So
What's this party gonna look like?
I got DJ KJ. I'll be on the ones and twos.
Okay. We got to have a party.
We can have a party.
Good time.
Yes, I have Jessica. She's gonna be out to do some stretching. She's gonna be a new yoga instructor, so I'm excited about her being there. And she's also provided the mossicles that she does. Mossicles with a full dose of sea moss.
Mossicles.
And they have real fruits. So it's gonna be some yummy flavors like pineapple and mango, strawberry and pineapple.
June 20. Let me check my calendar.
Wednesday, June 21st, 6 p.m.
At Iroquois Park.
At Iroquois Park.
So what made you want to do a pre-launch for Accelerating Hills?
So I did the pre-launch because I wanted to still tie in it with Accelerating Hills with the launch that was scheduled before my actual launch. The original launch day was going to be June 11th. And so when she reached out, she was like, June 3rd works for them. And I was like, okay, that works for me. We're going to make it work. And it is before my actual launch. So we're going to call it a pre-launch and just test the waters, which was a great experience. I was actually able to record with Dan Tanna, who does videography.
Yes.
And he's amazing. So it's actually going to be used as my promotional video once we get it going. I'm excited.
Dang!
It really worked out. And so next month, so every month we'll do 3 hikes. So next month will be the official 3 hikes for the month as a group. You can just come out. You don't have to worry about scheduling one. There will be one every month on a Saturday, which will be Serene Life. One on a Sunday, which will be Show the Love, and on a Wednesday, which will be Total Wellness. And so every hike gets a lesson. If you don't want to make it on those, or you want to do a personal hike, or you have a group that you want to do it with, you go to the website and just click plan a hike instead of join a hike, and we'll plan yours out.
So I can individually personalize my planned hike. So everybody who loves Love That Belly, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do an Accelerating Hills Love That Belly collaboration. We'll give you more details on what that looks like once Ashley and I actually plan it, because I just decided it right here, right now, while she was in my face. So now that I've told all of you, she kind of has to do it.
It's going to happen.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, what about, today, it's June, right? So that's Pride Month.
Yes.
And, when you gay and stuff like me, you want to do really fun gay things. So do you have any special Pride events planned for Accelerating Hills?
I do not have any special Pride events planned. There is still several days left of June.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw one in there right now when I leave here.
So I put you on the spot again?
Again. Like back to back. I mean, no commercial break. None of that.
Just throw you to the wolves.
Just throw it in there. So what I'm probably going to do is I'll do a Show the Love. So it'll be a Sunday, which looks like it'll be the June 25th, because that's my Sunday that I got left. We won't do Father's Day. So June 25th, be ready for the location, because I think I'm going to maybe go out to the Parklands. So.
Look at your exclusive right here on Lounite. You've learned that Accelerating Hills is going to be doing an extra special Pride event just for you all, because this had to be the place that she decided it. So it's going to happen.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Ashley. I do appreciate your time here with us on the show. You mentioned a website, so can you tell everybody exactly how to find you? Website, social media, everything that they need to know about you and Accelerating Hills, all of the information.
All of the information. Okay, no pressure. Here we go. You can follow me on all of your major social media platforms like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram at just Accelerating Hills. AcceleratingHills.com is a user-friendly website. If you go on there, every page has the sign-up button. So if you push the button, you'll just fill out your contact information, leave me a message of what it is that you're looking for, and then I will be in contact with you. If you have a preference, you can put that in your message, whether you want a phone call, a text message, or an email. So the options that I have, hiking, of course, is going to be one of those options. I also do retreats. Retreats can be done at a friend level, family level, corporate level, organizations, anything, as well as workshops, which would be more of a training focus, but still able to be done with any group. We do educational programming, so we're a JCPS vendor. We also will do after school, boys and girls clubs, daycares, you name it. There's a path for everyone. Most recently, I just completed my life coach certificate, so I'm also a life coach.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great. So you're getting our life together all over. We can come to you about anything.
Full circle. One-stop shop.
Come on, Total Wellness.
Yes. Yes.
Go, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. And then please invite us out to any type of health and wellness event or anything that you think we would be a great part of, because we would love to be out. and give out some good giveaways.
So you're going to come to the Love Thy Belly fashion show September 30th from 6 to 9 p.m.
From 6 to 9 p.m.
Hey, and we'll see you there.
And I'll have my table and I'll have some giveaways.
Is that my third strike?
That's it right there.
That's all I get.
You did it though. You got it. September 30th, July 8th, and then June 25th. I got them. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Keep me on my toes. You told me I got to stay ready.
So you don't got to get ready.
That's right.
Period.
That's right.
So Ashley, you've told us all about all types of community resources that are provided. And it sounds like Accelerating Hills is going to be one of those pinnacle community resources that we have that's available for anybody. Because like she said, there's a path for everybody. So if at any point in time someone just wants to figure out how to do it, log onto your website, individualize their hike, group hike, anything like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I love that. I'm going to do an individual hike too, because I feel like that'll be a lot better for me. That way I can complain as much as I want to.
You can.
Especially during the summer when it's hot, you know.
It's just a little warm. It's shaded.
Depending on which trail we pick.
When you pick.
Oh, I get to pick my own trail?
If you individualize it.
The mall. Does that count? Does that count?
It does. We can make it count.
I would like to.
Yes.
Ashley, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. This was a blast. Thank you.
It's funny because we actually know each other, so.
We do.
You know, whatever. And thank you all so much for joining us on Lounite Unite Louisville here at the Plug Network, the source for change. And remember, I'm Farron Kia, your host. Stay plugged in.
June 17th, 2023, Louisville Urban League and Future Ancestors invite you to the Norton Sports and Learning Complex for the Race for Justice. A call for justice for Breonna Taylor and raise funds for social justice organizations. The event is jam-packed with speakers, food, entertainment, and booths from social justice partners. Be sure to go to futureancestors502.org for all information and updates. The Plug Network is ever expanding. Subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the notification bell for all updates. Thank you and stay plugged in.